Okay, so I was asked by one of my raid clearing mates to kind of explain what I'm doing on Qadim 2, since she realized that I'm not taking very much damage. So I'm quickly going to explain my builds and traits, why I'm running what, and later on I am going to explain that in a video of the kill we did a couple of minutes ago. Okay, so first up, my gear is full minstrels. As you can see, this is all minstrels, this is all minstrels, all minstrels, all minstrels. That's just for general tanking purposes. You can run minstrels, but you can also run other setups. If you do it perfectly, you will take no damage in this fight. So minstrels is just very much for giving. Then on this current set, I am having the Dolyak runes. You can use basically whichever rune you like. Preferably I would run leadership. Where is it? Yeah, preferably I would run leadership runes for the ambition and boon duration. But since I was using that rune for escort, where I was also tank for the other set, I am just too lazy to swap and keep it on Dolyak runes. Okay, basic concentration fusions on everything, that's very much the case. Yeah, that's one half fusion just for the effect, but you can also swap that one around. Okay, so for my weapons, as I said, they are trailblazers, and I am running sword shield, which is pretty much obvious, and in my offhand I'm running a pistol, just because it has the highest CC out of all weapons you can take. If we actually look at the weapons, sword offhand does a bit, but that's about 200. With this one you do 250 if you actually have the paralyzation sigil. You could run focus, which is 232 CC, which you don't basically need, and you can run torch, which is 50 CC, which you also don't need. So on both sets, on the shield and on the pistol, I'm running paralyzation. Just for the additional CC, and that's required in the fight. And on the sword in my main hand, I do run an absorption sigil. This is just, in the end, you need to strip a lot of boons. Thus, if you have the absorption sigil, it just makes it easier. Okay, so one cool thing you have with Pistol 5 is that that's 250cc, and if you look at Dace Mandra, that's another 150. And with everything on that, you can actually CC an anomaly alone. If the druid fails, if you randomly hit the warrior doing anomalies, you can do that on your own. So you can back those up. Plus, with the gear, you can freely swap weapons around and not die. And then, for my traits, I basically run Chronomancer, Inspiration, and Domination. Chronomancer, this one, I don't know why I have that there. This should be delayed reactions. Since Shatters won't pretty much give you any damage. This build is not any bit about damage, it's more about utility, so you might as well take delayed reactions. Improved alacrity, that's pretty much obvious. You can run illusionary reversion, but you're gonna get enough clones anyway, so that doesn't matter. And danger time is just for DPS, you don't need that one. Chrono Phantasma, you don't need that one, and Lost Time as not as well. Seize the Moment is very good. If you have time during the fight, you can run around and give quickness to everyone else. On that note, on buffing your allies, you can run the Blurred Inscriptions, meaning you can give your SI on 10 people. Or what you can also do is you can run Illusionary Inspiration, which heals you whenever you summon an illusion. Which is pretty nice. If you're new to tanking, I would basically recommend this because you get a bit more self-sustain, but you don't really need it. Okay, focus straight line, we do not need this one, we don't run a focus. Phantasms with Aegis is irrelevant, so we take Restorative Illusions. Plus it also gives us heal on Shatters, which we will be doing quite a lot. And for the first one, it's obvious that you're going to take the rest feedback. There's nothing you are unable to reflect, so nothing that will end up badly if you reflect it, so just take it. You don't have any mantras and conditions you also won't get. And for my last trade line, I'm running Domination. This was previously containing the CC trade line, which is now gone, so the first straight line is just, you can take whatever. Doesn't really matter. You don't run a great sword, so this one is useless, and between those two you don't need the vulnerability, so just take the bonus damage if you have it. Then one of the important traits, Shatter removes a boon. You're gonna be shattering a lot, so in the end, the last 30% of the boss fight, if you shatter, it will just remove a single boon, which is good, because usually if you have 3 illusions up, then this gives you 3 boon removes on the enemy. This is relevant, and this is also relevant. Then, for the Grandmaster, you can either take Power Block, which gives you a nice little DPS on top, and also provides some weakness, which is more CC. I wouldn't go Mental Anguish because it's relevant. The one that I take is Vicious Expression, where disabling a foe removes boons from them. The first part is irrelevant. The removes boons is if you shatter F3, you get 2 additional boons removed. So, if you shatter F3 with just 1 clone, you get 1 clone, since it's the boon remove, from this one. So that's 1. You get 2 from this, which is 3. Plus, you trigger the Absorption Sigil, which is 6 boons stolen. Means you can seal all of the boons with just 1 F3. Okay, and this is the kill. I will warn you, it is not the cleanest kill you will ever see, so it's pretty much very good to explain what you will be doing. I will disable the sand since you can hear other people talking, so let's get straight into it. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to have the pylons to see. Usually, you can do the mirror images into Pistol 5 into F3, and that's enough. If that's not enough, use the CC mantra once and be done with it. Then wait till all the other pylons are basically done. So, which now we get in a boss fight. Make sure you evade this AoE with the Blood Frenzy you do have. Then you can already go into the split, give some boons on your allies. Do not forget to activate your special action keys, which I just did there. And what you see me doing is I block the attack of him with a shield 4. As you can see, shield 4, you get some hits at the end, it's fine. There you see, there's the first problem. Someone slipped out of the pylon, so we need to CC this again. The line comes onto the pylon, which is not very good. We need to CC this again. Which also deals you a quite amount of damage. As you can see, I dropped to half health, but it's okay. Okay, since you know that he will be doing the AoE attack, you can just sustain yourself through. Okay, there you see me again, doing a lot of shield 4s to block it. And there we are at 80%, so we do the first fires. We just drop the fires and then we get back to CCing the pylon, just as we did before. On this one, I just use the mantra because it was just enough. We wait till all the pylons are done. We go in, we get some damage on him, just to have it nice. Okay, what you see me doing here is not splitting, just because usually you do not have to split back up there, so I would just one split. And you see me again, waiting a couple of hits, doing shield 4, getting like 1 or 2 hits in the end, and that's it. Throw shield 5 on your group whenever you have it. And they see me again, shield 4, block, and another shield 4 block. Now it's Blood Frenzy to evade. Step out of the line. After 2 lines, he basically does always another special attack. There we go. It's a special attack. It's 60%. You just saw me there going into the group, just shattering some skills, and we good. We drop the second fire. And we get back to CCing the pylons. Once again, we move to the boss. Once all the pylons are done, there we go. We do a pistol 4, we block with the Blood Frenzy, and then we just go into the Continuum split. Just give a bit of boons to the group. just to grind out a bit of damage. He does his special mechanics, so no need to be blocking anything. And he does the third of his charges. And lastly, jump there. And once again, shield 4 block. Second attack, shield 4 block. Now, heal up. Use the invulnerability of the heal. And then Blood Frenzy. If you do not have the signature, you will not have the invulnerability there. So watch out. Then we CC Qadim. You have quite some time to CC Qadim, so just make sure that the distortion is CC'd as well. And then we are at 40% now. Boss moves in. If we weren't at 40%, you got shield blocks up, you got your heal signet to get more shield blocks. You would have been fine. We get stability there from our Firebrand, which is good. We move back in the middle. Then one thing I always see people do wrong, you can still stand in the middle, do damage to the boss, and then move out. We then just CC this, throw shield 5 in there, that's fine. Then we go back to tanking. As you can see, I just go onto a weapon on the pistol to just get a bit more damage out of it. And then I go back to shield, and I block again, shield 4. And there we go, already on 30%. So I want to get shield 4 on cooldown, so I use it again, put it on the boss, and then I just go for some damage. In this phase, we know that we have enough time to get the sigil back. The signet back, not the sigil, I'm sorry. Which means we just use this one for CC. There you could have just standed in the middle and dealt some damage. We just wait till the opponent is CC. There we go. We go back in, we tank this. Pistol 4. There we go. Beautiful. Then we go back into giving some boons. You see one down, everyone gets it down as it should be. Shield 4 block into another shield 4 block. And it's a Blood Frenzy to evade. There comes the line. Now I'm waiting. Since we have 20%. So, signating and shielding, you could have done that, yes. You could have also just not done that, because we were at 20%. So it doesn't really matter. We get the stability again. Distortion, just put the pistol 5 on distortion to CC it. Stand in the middle, nearest to the middle, so you get the aggro of the tank. So you get the tank and the aggro of the boss, that way around. And you can see him doing some special attack, just not the all attacks. So I will just shield 4 because I have the time. Now you see me shattering all about, just because there are some boons that need to be shattered away. These need to be stripped since the renegades do not have that much boon strip anymore. There mutates some AoEs, which is not nice because it just nukes us away, which is not cool. Not cool. If you ever see anyone doing that, that's bad. Okay, so I Druid just died for the last 6%, which is not quite the best. But you can still sustain yourself through it. You see, I just took quite a bit of damage there. Still, I'm fine. Shield 4, heal signet, 2 shield 4s again. You can block a lot. There I just shattered to get rid of all the boons. He does a special attack, so we're good. And lastly, for the last bit percent, you just do whatever is needed, and you're done. Okay, just one thing you've seen there. If you just go back, there we go. We see that the distortion is coming close. Just to be sure, weapon swap, put a pistol 5 on it, and you're done. That's basically fine. Okay, just to summarize it. So what will you be doing? If I'm going back into the game. So what we will be doing to block all the attacks, we can do shield 4 into shield 4 into heal signet into shield 4 into shield 4, which is a lot of blocks. We can also just Blood Frenzy. We can also, if we have the distortion from the heal, just distort twice, like just use the distortion from the heal, then use the blur from the Blood Frenzy. That's also viable. And if you just have nothing at all, you can also just do this, what I'm doing right now. Dodge backwards, dodge forwards, and you're good. That's all the blocks you have, that's all you need.